everybody. It is Jeff May, and I am here with Kate, Godfrey, and Anton Starkman from Warped.
Yeah.
Hello.
Warped with an exclamation point. Coming out January on Nickelodeon. You guys had a huge panel here at LA Comic-Con. You guys are really, this is sort of like a big introduction to this world. How are you enjoying the convention?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm a huge nerd myself.
I know. I can tell.
When it comes.
That's what I said when you walked up. I was like, look at this huge nerd.
Oh, that's a nerd right there, just from everything about me. No, it's amazing. I've never actually gotten the opportunity to go to a Comic-Con before, but it's just amazing.
Yeah, this is my first time too.
This is your first time.
We actually just walked in like a few minutes ago, so I'm still taking it all in.
It's a lot to take in,
Yeah.
certainly.
It's a lot, yeah.
And especially
for sure.
when you are sort of the focus of one of the panels. You guys have a lot going on. You got this incredible show that's being introduced, and then you're like, I would like to walk around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buy some merch.
It's definitely a lot being on both sides of it, of like being a part of a panel and being a part of the show that's being promoted, and also like being a huge fan of everything that I see and like fangirling everywhere.
I have to tell them, I'm like, can we take the tether that you have on me here so I can go buy some stuff? And they're like, more interviews. And then I'm like, please let me buy anything. And they're like, you sit down and you shut up and you put your leash back on. So I love it. This is what I love. And I'm glad you have that. And this is your first convention.
Yes. First Comic-Con, yeah.
Yeah, first convention.
Oh, man. How does that feel? Like, how does it feel to sort of now be ingrained and be a part of this?
It's crazy to think that people are like, we saw like a Warped tote bag and we're like freaking out, like, oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
your
one of the
merch.
most- yeah, I
We have
know.
merch.
That's the
It's
most
the
wild
weirdest
thing. For us, the last few months we've been filming the show. It's just us, especially with like COVID protocols. We're all like very tight, very like small groups. To know that everyone else knows what it is too. Like to see tote bags and merch and whatever. It's a really wild experience to take it all
It
in.
definitely feels like our little secret. It's like,
Yeah,
like
our
a
little
little
secret
What's fascinating about the you're like, well, everybody knows it, but we know of it, but we don't know a lot about the show.
True.
Yeah.
Like the show has been wonderfully guarded, is the way I'm going to say it. Like I don't want to say
Yeah.
because guarded makes it sound defensive, but it's very sort of. We're like, this is the show, and you guys did have your panel, obviously. You talked about it, but when I was trying to learn more about the show. It's actually hard to find information in a very good way. It's a way to keep excitement moving and going.
Absolutely. I think something that they've tried to do is kind of like keep cards close to their chest of we've been doing our best to make the best show possible, and I think it'll be more climactic when the show comes out and it's a bigger push that
I
way.
love that, and I miss that. It used to be that you would only get tiny little samplings of things, and then you would be like, now dive in. And now, with the way media works, a lot of it's like you get almost the whole season of information in one trailer. But now you guys get to go back to that old school version of it, and I really am excited for you about that. Without spoiling anything, because I do not like spoilers. I know some of you like spoilers. I'm not a fan. I like to be surprised. What can you tell us about the show? Give me a quick summary of what the show is about.
So Warped is about a comic book store, and Anton.
It's kind of about. It starts off with Milo, and he's kind of like running the store or whatever, and then we meet Ruby, who's kind of like this excitable, a little bit chaotic.
She stirs up a lot of trouble, which is
but we both have this amazing knowledge of everything comics, like know the character that's on every page on every comic that's in the store, and it's kind of interesting to watch the two of them work together on each like adventure, and like there's definitely an arc to every episode. Like starts to get chaotic, then we try to make it better, it goes worse, and then but it's very interesting to watch like Milo's very like kind of uptight, likes things done like his way. Ruby
is not.
Exact opposite.
What a great, as a veteran of comic book store employment, I'd love to see that, because that is, a lot of comic shops are staffed by people that are very type A, very organized, and then the people that are just ardent fans that just love to geek out, but it's very chaotic.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly what it is.
There's the people that are like, no creasing the comic book. You're not allowed to take it out of its sleeve.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's people
Then,
where it's like, I want to read every single thing, I'm gonna
like the greasy fingers
and
on
then
the fingers.
Well, comics.
greasy fingers.
I think that's an interesting dichotomy. Comics are made to be read,
Yeah.
but comics are also a collectible.
Yeah.
Now, in doing so, I'm assuming you guys filmed relatively locally in the Los Angeles area.
Yes.
Did you go into a lot of comic shops? Like, if you were in I'm assuming you were in Burbank. So did you go to like House of Secrets to like look around and see the vibe, or did you just want to do it in a way that you were going to bring your own experiences and energy into it?
It was more that. It was more of a, I mean, obviously I can't spoil anything, but I am really excited for people to see the set that we have because it's absolutely incredible. Like once we got there,
It's
almost,
insane.
I mean, yeah.
It's, wow. Yeah.
We almost didn't need to like go in because this was our own world. You know how like each comic book store has its own like theme of like their own vibe?
Yes.
This has its own like, you just like, you're in it from the it's very easy to get into
Yeah.
character in that world.
I
Oh,
love
for
that
sure.
for you.
I did go to a comic book store when I first like heard the concept of the show.
Yeah.
Just to see, because I wasn't really familiar with this whole world. And it's exactly how you said, either like type A or not type A.
Yeah.
Well, and it's very funny too because if local, like the city of Burbank, California has like 4 or 5 very different comic book stores that are all great
Yeah.
and so incredibly different.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so that really does have sort of bring the idea that each store is unique in its own, but they all do share that common thread, which you
Yeah.
get to experience together while you're building this show.
Yeah, and something, I don't believe this is a spoiler because it's already been announced, but we had Kevin Smith, who was one of our guest stars, and that was
It was so
that
crazy.
was the coolest thing to ever. I mean,
Yeah, he knows a little bit about comics.
Oh yeah,
just a little bit,
It's sad.
just a few things here and there. But he brought this whole like he knows everything about there is to comic. So and that was amazing.
Now, I know you said you're a huge fan, you're a big dork, but this is your first convention. Have you dove into comics reading and started checking things out? Have you always been? Are you starting to look into it? Or is this more of like this is an art, it's a make-believe thing that I'm really pushing forward and I love the world? Like, how is your relationship with comics since this has started?
I definitely had I only read like Captain Underpants when I was growing up.
Of
like
course,
those sad,
super popular.
Diary
Yeah.
of a Wimpy
At the
Kid.
Scholastic book fairs, you'd be
Exactly,
going.
yeah. So that's yeah.
I've slowly tried to start buying more like physical comics. I haven't had that many, but like I've done an absurd amount of diving into like different characters, trying to honestly try to find my own like what my favorite things are
Yeah.
and like what my favorite parts of the comic book world are. So I've definitely tried to read more. I don't have that many physical copies of comics.
That's fair. I have a feeling that that's going to change
Oh, for
as
sure.
the show takes off.
We have a lot of fake comics like from set.
Oh, yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would have thought that, Nickelodeon would probably have very specific, it might have a Ninja Turtle something in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
or something.
Oh,
there's-
just wait.
Just wait until
I don't mean to predict spoilers. That was
No,
However,
but
that's a
I
great
mean-
prediction.
absolutely. We definitely have a lot of like cameo merch.
I would,
throughout the store.
yeah. We call that broadcast synergy, folks. We want to get Nickelodeon to boost Nickelodeon. We're here together. And as somebody who myself personally grew up on Nickelodeon, I worked at a comic shop. I was a teacher and I ran a comic book club there. I'm so excited to see kids having more access to comics, access that I might not have had as a kid. And to see that you guys get to be part of that. You get to be the ones that are ushering new generations into comic readership, into wanting to go to comic stores, supporting local comic shops. Such a very important thing to me.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, definitely opening new doors just for the
I
younger
mean,
generation.
To grow up as like the biggest nerd ever, but not necessarily have many physical comics, not really know about that world. Plus, there's a little bit of like I don't even know where to begin, Like I don't know what comic to read to start to get into
I'm
this.
just going to add, you're also kids.
Yeah.
You've got so much time to learn
So much
this
time,
stuff.
yeah.
I studied it like a chemist. I was like, I need to know Archangel's powers. And then I'm like, well, this didn't pay off. I didn't know anything about
What
that.
is the X gene? Got to know everything about. But yeah, this is. I mean, it's great to know that like we're kind of opening a door of like the idea of a comic world, but not necessarily diving into like comics specifically and leaving that up to the audience.
I love that you guys get to create such a wonderful thing for yourselves and the community. And I really love what you are doing to promote the existence of local comic shops. I have always been a real proponent of that. To see Nickelodeon and you specifically work to build that together, I'm so happy, so proud of you both, even though I just met you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Check out Warped this January on Nickelodeon. Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
LA Comic Con, that hashtag show. We'll see you guys later.